It's impossible to know how many bullets were fired during the siege of Marawi, but the damage suggests anyone who was holed up here and survived did so within an inch of their life. The Daesh supporters who took control of the city for 5 months last year are gone. But the people who call this place home can only sift through what remains of their belongings and wait for a new Marawi to be built in its stead.
Sana magkaroon kami ng bahay ulit. Mabigyan kami ng puhunan, anak buhay, kasi yung mga anak ko na nag-aaral ngayon na hindi na sila nakapag-aral kasi wala na kaming anak buhay, wala na kaming bahay, lahat wala.
Tens of thousands of people today still live in camps. The government says help is on the way.
We are working. Government is doing its best to restore as much as possible what was destroyed. And I think we are on the road. But we'd like to call on all those who had gone through suffering to please be patient. There is no magic formula here. There is no reconstruction that will happen overnight.
A $1 billion reconstruction project is set to be launched, and Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte is expected to soon visit Marawi to inaugurate the reconstruction projects. But some people from the ethnic Maranaos, a Muslim group that forms the local majority, have complained that they've not been adequately consulted. Duterte's government has contracted a Chinese firm for the rebuild, and in this impoverished region, many of those who suffered great loss during the Marawi campaign feel that they should be given the opportunity to rebuild their own city. Marawi is but one chapter in a centuries-long saga of rebellion in Mindanao, the Philippines' second-largest island. Rebel groups like the Moro Islamic Liberation Front and the Moro National Liberation Front have fought for autonomy in Mindanao for generations. They're not allied with Daesh, but some of their fighters have been recruited and have crossed over to join Daesh-linked or inspired groups. Earlier this year, the Philippines Defense Secretary ordered troops to prepare for a possible repeat of the Marawi siege in another city. Delphine Lorenzana said there's a continuing rebellion, an argument that resonated with the Supreme Court, which extended martial law in Mindanao until the end of the year. The continuation of martial law has provoked public anger. But Duterte's biggest legislative achievement to date, the Bangsamoro Basic Law, which provides for greater autonomy in Mindanao, has renewed hope for a lasting peace.
May this serve as the final trajectory for the attainment of genuine peace, stability, good governance in Muslim Mindanao.
The two main rebel groups are working with the government to prevent Daesh from gaining a permanent foothold in Mindanao. Some Daesh-linked fighters are believed to be targeting rebels to fracture solidarity and encourage more dissenters. Daesh recruitment could also be affected by whether martial law is renewed at the end of this year, and how fast homes are rebuilt in Marawi. For now, Mindanao appears to be at a crossroads. Duterte and his government will have to walk a fine line between providing security and expanding autonomy, so that this volatile, underdeveloped region doesn't take a turn for the worse. Randolph Nogel, The Newsmakers.